Thank you for waiting, folks. Whoa, this is funny sound there. Thank you. I hope you're all okay. It's very windy out there, isn't it? I had to go back and forth, you know the way. Steve Cooney, ladies and gentlemen.
Jule Olinard, Gordon
Mardin moch, the rauwe samach, vroege lach alleen. Wie een saure tacht, on grievle nash, is lunruchte ongreen. Herstel trivial te put, is a bond to me in a ray, a keoing lemash, ach an huel and das le fine gallen lay. Near a brog na stock, kaip na cloak my story no gone spay. Ach falt fian org, she's getre, ik fas gebarone. Vi kallan kruetike na glek, ser gruach bejas skeef, de rug bargan, venestas le fine gallen lay. The higen vried og schies le mesh vrinsche glas den sig maggele vi sta muev gepros marvnina scaring rivle she duer chilu mo mig is squealer shul merik shin ear the nas the ciel shtacht le fine gallen lay.
Gaus amach vuachalach alleen. Wie een saure tacht on chrief lenash is lonrochte oning rein. Ser hastel dub tri vail te pert is a bond to me in a ray a ke yoing lemash ach an chwyl yn das le ffaing galan le ffaing galan
Thank you. Thank you very much, Gurmila Magav. Thank you for coming out on such a cold night. You could be in the pub drinking like everybody else. That's right. I did actually go to a bar. And more important point is I managed to escape. I did for a while. I didn't think that would be possible.
Could I just ask the technicians, is there any way of switching off that click, 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 click?
Oh yeah, is it a clock?
Click, 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 click.
It's, or is it a bomb? I mean, if you were, can you hear it? If you're standing here, it's like, oh no. That's when I should have realized I needed to do something. That doesn't sound good. There's a lot of crush noises there and tearing and extraca. It's a great word in Irish, extraca. It's not good. Yay! I think Easter's going to be late this year, isn't it? Somebody said it's April. Would that be correct? Have we any ecclesiastic scholars here? Why did you laugh when I say that? It's a very serious question. Still laughing, I don't get it. When is it somebody knows here? Of? How do you know that kind of stuff? Oh, it's a I see. Oh, it's, yeah. Ever since I had my vaccination, I don't know that stuff anymore. I don't know what it is. It's a kind of a lateral effect. When I was very small, I used to love singing in the choir in Cooley, where I grew up. And it was just lovely being amidst all those voices. It was a safe, beautiful, safe space to grow your voice and just learn things. And we used to sing this song. And it is a very old song. And fundamentally, really, it's a song about the love of a mother for a child. That's really what it's about. Oh, kom dus keer.
spwyr yn fag tu am roial ochon agus ochono chonig mer baule a chese ik ngardu ochon agus ochono ske an farbreshin chrawn na pashe ochon agus ochono Anena henion tua da vag o vaherie ochon agus ochono Shinon makie Hilugin ucht fire ochon agus ochono Anneshin an makien herugug insan stabler ochon agus ochono samhe Shinan makie adu per me tri rahe ochon agus ochono Haviekin vornoch ta de viel stochronin gaud ochon agus ochono Eiste vaher agus ná bí kraite ochon agus ochono beg na kieten of inga ardin farhish ochon agus ó chónó Cúrug Tarni Mela Trie no chosas Trie no lava Ho 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 Nagus ho ho no Cúrug antla Trin of Raholoch Ahli Ho 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 Agus o chono Gurmagav. Thank you. You know, I found the mountain tired to me.
Do you want to take it down one?
What would it be like? Would I be able to do it? Do you think down to the sea?
Down
think
the
so,
valley,
yeah.
See?
Sea Agus.
G.
G. Gurmagav. Gurmagav Sea.
Creegrover.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming out tonight and for being here. This is such a beautiful place, isn't it? It's a real sanctuary, isn't it? And I was talking to the gentleman here who, lovely gentleman who minds the place. He does a wonderful job of keeping it such a pristine way. It's a wonderful space, I must say. I've said it loads of times, but you never tire of saying it. This next song is from County Clare. Any Clare people here at all? Yoo-hoo! Does that mean you are? Or was that just a spontaneous yoo-hoo? There you are, yoo-hoo. Fair play, lad. Scariff, Onias. Now, you tell me, because my geography is poor, although I spent many the time driving around Clare, but I was quite inebriated at the time. This is many years ago. How far would Scariff be from the town of Kildysart? You grew up in Dublin? I've heard it all now. I mean, honest to God, I tell you one thing, you're a courageous fella to say that. But I have to admire your courage. Honestly, isn't that something, isn't it? Well, it's actually a logical thing to say, isn't it? Because I live in Kilkenny and people often say to me, where's this and where's that? I haven't a clue where anything is. Because if you don't grow up in the place, you're kind of blind, aren't you? Although I lived here for many years, I kind of know my way around Dublin all right, for some reason. But anyway, this next song, thank you for that. That's wonderful information. Welcome to Clare, Scariff. 49 minutes. Anava, Gurmagat. The funny thing is, it's not important for me to know that necessarily. It's just, but it's still nice. I'll remember it forever now. Thank you for that bit of information. Well, this next song is situated in the town of Kildysart, and I think, though I've no knowledge really of this, but I'm imagining, with an educated guess, shall we say, that it was written a good long time ago, because it's in Irish, first of all, and there was Irish in County Clare. The last person I knew at least, in County Clare who had remnants of the Irish language, and was comfortable speaking some Irish, was Michael Russell from Doolin. He had these beautiful sayings in Irish, and you knew by the way he spoke that he had heard them himself as a young fella. But this is a story about a young fella that goes to the market to buy what's said, Buata Shino, Dun Muni Este, for the old woman, Lena, Dun Varkriana, and stuff like that, and a couple of cattle. But he falls in with a young lady, and I think by the time he gets to the second verse goes, Dardig she le me go show marine alling. E gooing it den einach is gleich she viewer. She wasn't shy and retiring type. And anyway, the end of the second verse, Dillis dolus mahata ma vesht is melene. Is Dillis a valle gan stuck in our brogue. So I don't know what happened to him, but he seemed to have been rather happy. And then the fourth verse and the fifth verse are very strange, because in the fourth verse, you didn't think you'd get a lecture like this, did you? In the fourth verse, he seems to be at home with this woman, whether it's the same woman or not, I don't know. He doesn't say, but it sounds like Nurahagam Shavalach and Peggy Sini had been Tinit Brafad. It's like the picture of bliss. I'm assuming they hooked up. Would that be it? One hopes. One hopes. Okay, one hopes. Yes. I'll keep my dark thoughts to myself. But anyway, he's a bit of a scoundrel. But it all happened in Kildysford. So there you are. 49 minutes. You can go there any night. Referring to that young man there. Who knows what'll happen? Steve is very patient with me. Madden bogiving a shroud chile d-shirt. Let's scat the bra queerach is koepel a bo. Chon vestagus lenich en nachten verkrien. Tabak dan mni eestagus boete she no. O de jelis na keishe geleerlen na chele. Na schaffe die mele voor nebunt is kroon. Wie een vrede sigarie, sadder lem half, neer akshi em laher, kan naimer go. O daar de chile me geschomer in alling, goinge den enach is gelijk sheer vjoe. Sannater viven is lien de gwal timpel, of ranti vra meirige rinke guskjo. On sandolem slant in de manavi a larach, on vaskelin alling da vakki schrie fos. An dolus me hatte me vestes me lene, is stille se valle, kan stokken na bro. Nor de hagem chevalig an Peggy san nie, bien tinne bra fadde an sudos me goe. Bien een kittel go meirig le klarin de feirig, is gallen me green oerig lushem en kjo. Snor eiri mer madden is glesi me chappel, me geechtig en treffig is leggen de voet. Op een Peggy gaan koerem de bachen we kroet, aan giggen zijn toernien, zijn landen we dood. Beg cruach agus stak as een naad nach ref naad, beg talaf gaan fars agus machi brabo. Beg Peggy se spreg is komme de vede, once down is no battle, beg I'm sure va foes. Ach en is shot am curragus cligger me halef, beg kielagum fastagus clihed lem gno. Beg ferker me chatagus lan chani oiragum, diene me branner Arab Saro. Gramagov.
How was that key?
Good, but I'm a little bit hoarse. For some reason.
You need something past you. You need something past you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, sure.
Suck it past you while I play a tune.
Oh, we'll do Shantish Tá. Oh, yes, exactly. Tam se kun sospio go hogan tanish, mar tam an leis ciúil, agus big tan táliv mar tá Steve kun cúpla dras ciúil a haintív, agus Derek sé live fuhu inish. Steve Cooney, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you. Are you going to pass you for
No,
the
I'll be
third?
fine. I'll just think.
There we go. Oh, we'll give Irla a wee break now and let him take the strain off the vocal cords. We'll just play a quick set of tunes. Well, they won't be quick actually. They'll be fairly. It's a laid-back sort of gig. All right. I'll play a harp tune first called Molly St. George, composed by Tom Conlon, who was born in about 1645 in Clún na Mahon in South Sligo. Tom Conlon, or Thomas Connellan, as the history books have him, but I'm sure he was known as Tom Conlon. Maybe he was Tommy, I'm not sure, but I don't think he was Thomas. And after that, two tunes from Callan Goodman's collection. I don't know people familiar with the collection of Callan Seamus Goodman. He was born in West Kerry. He collected before the famine and during the famine, and was motivated by seeing the singers and musicians dying out during the famine to write down as many tunes as he could. A couple of thousand tunes he wrote down, many which later became extinct in the area. So if you're interested in beautiful and simple tunes, you could go to the website of the Traditional Music Archive, ITMA, and you'll find the Goodman collection there, and you could get some great tunes. And so I'm going to play two of them. I think the first one is Shlíomh na Mán, his version of Shlíomh na Mán, and a lullaby called Siobhan Inshaw. So Molly St. George, Shlíomh na Mán, agus Siobhan Inshaw. Mahagi, thank you very much. Well, I'm sure Earler's had enough of a break now. I'm sure you've got your breath back after that, have you?
The Goodman one, does that thing, that Goodman
It does, yeah, it does. The second part, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
I was thinking
private
of it,
little conversation there.
Go and explain to them. Go on.
Well,
Elaborate.
the first song I sang this evening was also from the Goodman collection, and you might know that one, Fáinne Galan Lay, but it's very radically different from the version some of you might have learned on the Fado Stan when you were kids, in which case you probably hate it, because it was a real struggle, wasn't it? For me, anyway. But there are some things that the Goodman collection sort of does. These little patterns. Like there was a little run there.
There's a little run in one of the tunes. And we discussed the fact that because so many of his tunes were taken down from one particular piper.
That's right,
it
Mr.
might have been
Kennedy.
Stock phrases that the piper had.
He had a very interesting history. He fell foul of his own parish priest. Was it in Ballinartairig?
Yeah, Father Casey.
Father Casey ran into his house and destroyed his pipes. And you know, at that time, there was some occasional, perhaps more than occasional, poor relations between musicianers and the clergy. So what he actually did, without his pipes, apparently, he migrated ideologically and physically down to which Ventry,
yeah.
to Canon Goodman, whom he knew was a musician, was a Protestant minister, and we're not sure of this, but it's likely that he actually whistled or hummed or found other ways of giving Canon Goodman 1,000 tunes, which is pretty extraordinary when you think about it.
Yeah, and appropriate for you to be saying that in the setting of a good old Protestant church here.
So yes, as my mother always said, you know, your Protestants are way better than us. My mother always said that. By the way, my mom is 90 today. 90, yeah. I wish I could be with her, but she's having a big hoolie down below in Killarney as we speak. But she did confide in me that she doesn't really like big things like that. But in any event, great mother, yeah. So actually, these kind of aharu the economy leis plan is doch. Yeah, that should into them. This next song comes from the singing of a relative of my mother's, actually, as I mentioned, my mom there. Her aunt was Elizabeth Cronin, or Bess as she was called. She grew up in the parish of Ballyvourney, same as my own mother, and she was recorded by lots and lots of people. Seamus Ennis for the BBC in the late 40s, and other scholars too, and then in 1951 by Alan Lomax. You may have heard John Bowman referring to the Alan Lomax collection in recent weeks on radio, if any of you listen to Radio 1 that early in the morning. She was quite an extraordinary woman, very vast and very varied repertoire. I did find out recently from my mom that she was occasioned to sing at weddings and things like that. People knew that she was a singer, whatever that is. And Seamus Ennis befriended her, and when it came to Alan Lomax wanting to make what he called was a recording of the world, he actually was very ambitious. He made a connection with the BBC, and they said to him, you should go to Ireland first. There's a lot of amazing stuff in Ireland, and we have a man who will be your guide, and that was Seamus Ennis. And Seamus Ennis famously, in a little story, had said that when he first visited Elizabeth Cronin, at that time he was working for the BBC. He had also been working for the Cumann Béal Lidisa collecting folklore. He arrived at her house, and Seamus Ennis had a very deep kind of, I'm Seamus Ennis, and I'm here from the BBC. And she said, he says that she said, I don't care whether you're from the ABC, you're welcome. So a bit like myself, when I came to Dublin in 1982, I kind of pretended that I knew what people were talking about when they said, "Do you remember Doctor Who and Doctor this and that on BBC?" I never saw any of those things. I just pretended. I lied, basically. I've been lying ever since, but that's another story. But she was a very jolly woman, according to my mom. And lots of people have recorded many of her songs, many. You would be surprised. Christy Moore and lots of other people have done various songs of hers down through the years. And there's a brand new book out on her now by her nephew, Davio Crony, and you can buy it if you go online. The Songs of Elizabeth Cronin, and it's got 2 CDs of these very early recordings, beautifully restored. It's a really great book if you're interested in song culture. Oh, I wish I were on yonder hill. 'Tis there I'd sit and cry my fill, and every tear would turn a mill. Skudde to my voort niet so long. Shul, 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 arua. Oh, shul, go sakkeris, shul, go kiwen. Shul, go din darasagus, Eliluam. Skudde to my voort niet so long. Avochli nieving calling o. Belahan the chrie, bejas the foe. Malin gan mishe let fenig jo. Skudde to my voort niet so long. Shul, 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 arua. Oh, shul, go sakkeris, shul, go kiwen. Oh, shul, go din darasagus, Eliluam. Skudde to my voort niet so long. I'd sell my rock and I'd sell my reed. I'd sell my only spinning wheel and buy my love a sword of steel. Skudde to my voort niet so long. Shul, 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 oh, shul, go sakkeris, shul, go kiwen. Shul, go din daras agus, Eliluam.
No, it's good.
Just a little bit more of the guitar on this wedge, if that's okay. No, a bit more guitar. Just a bit more. Thank you. Thank you very much, folks. Nervisana Og, I might have made my first recording with Gaelin, I think, for this competition called Sloga. Mick O'Brien, I think, the piper, was on the same record, and Jeremy Diamond, and lots of amazing people. We were all kids at the time. I think I was about 12 or something like that. And I think the studio was here in Dublin, near Pearse Street Station. It's gone now, of course, but the engineer at the time in charge was the wonderful Micheál O'Donnell of the O'Donnell family, originally their music is from Rannafershta, Mairead and Trina, of course, who went on to form Scarbray and the Bothy Band and Relativity and Night Noise. And just the most amazing family I've ever encountered, to be frank, when it comes to singing and song culture. I've had the incredible privilege of meeting them and singing with them and hanging out with them even. You know, they say that Donegal is another world, but it really, really is. It's quite a different world. We're going up there in a few weeks now. I really can't wait. It's kind of mad. It's a mad place. You know, it's like there are no rules, but it's just a wonderful, warm place. So I think of Micheál O'Donnell when I think of this song, because he did the benchmark version of it, basically. Although there are other versions by Joe Heaney and others, but Micheál O'Donnell's version is the absolute benchmark, and I'm only struggling away compared to him. But the story of this song is such a beautiful story. You know, a lot of these songs, of course, they're quite quaint by today's standards. You know, quite innocent in a way. Everything is left to the imagination, which rarely happens these days in life. But what the protagonist wants here in this song is for the girlfriend to tell everybody that they're actually doing a line, as they used to say. But she won't. It's a big secret. But he wants her to. And he tells her, Ma vien tu lum, be lum. You know? Get real. And then he says, Ma vien tu lum, skurlum gach orlach ded chri. And if I own every inch of your heart, just tell everybody. Tell everyone. But she won't. So he goes around to the house and he's hoping to meet her, but in fact he meets her mother, who asks him to wind this hair rope. And of course, there's an inevitability to that. The rope gets longer. And as it gets longer, he finds himself last mud and Doris, and she just slams the door in his face. And so then the song completely nosedives then. In terms of, like, it's just desperate then. You know, he gets all existential then. And, you know, what brought me to this place? And, oh, gee, how did this happen? And it gets political and all this stuff. But it's all her fault, basically. And but there's some beautiful imagery in it. Just such beautiful imagery in these songs. You know, if you didn't even sing them, to read them is a pleasure for me, at least. Reading them away at home is something I quite like doing, because I'm strange. But it just beautiful sounds in the words, beautiful turns. The Cossack Colleen Dasserum and Uigenis na Dra, Luib na Crille is Glisha, Uer Vio Grim Law. Nobody says Uer Vio Grim Law anymore, just before daybreak. And then she says, Tá sail na Gulla is Bogamish and Sushin Bon. It's a beautiful imagery. But anyway, This is in memory of Micheál O'Donnell. And if you haven't heard him singing, check it out. It's just a wonderful thing to experience, listening to his beautiful, beautiful singing.
Da castle Calindas Aram in the wagoness na draw Lueb na quel is glishe word of Yagrim law Shin ragad o'chok she luam G'cuen agus gutlaw Tan sail na gal is bogamish and sushin bar Smavian to bilum a story no creed Mavian to luam bilum o scoerti Mavian to luam scarluam gachor luch det creed Shem of vile knak nach a lunde dauernig to marv me O the vies hal im a vuach letram var green Stavies hal agus dimid roing shikart lemni O the vies hal agus dimid roing a kuig le nuichri Hunger yin vansan elaungo go home free Smavian to bilu a story Mavian to luam bilu o scoerti Mavian to luam scarluam gachor luch det creed Shem viele knock nach a lunde dauernig hu marvni is y giel vart cad a chas sy'n dwa hig siamei Fech log y darg y fod om chawed y gwedd O dy chwas y stach mar y ref harc ys dyn gra y chleif Chwyr yn tan y fan y mach ag y casel goni me Smavian tulum bihilum stoerim uchri Mavian tulum bilum oskoer atil Mavian tulum skarluum gachorlach det chri Shem avile knak nach luum de daunig hu marvni Thank you.
Okay, I'll do one. And then are you going to do kidney pie today?
No.
You're not. I'm just in. Harp tune, huh? Huh? Yeah.
Agus tuisc mo leisce tá mé a ríis chun sosile hógant agus deise thuairtíh an fear úsal seo a chluisiint and I'm sure you're delighted. Steve Cooney, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Rita. Well, we'll give. He's been singing so well. We'll give him another wee break. And I'll just play. I'll play some more harp tunes. Set of harp tunes. 3 tunes from 3 different harpers. The first is. I'll just play a verse of it. Miss Hamilton by Cornelius Lyons, or Con Lyons as he would have been known. He was from North Kerry. He wrote this in 1735. He had a fantastic reputation among all the harpers of Ireland as being the best and most inventive. And unfortunately, this is the only composition of his that has survived. But his variations, for example, on tunes like the Coolin travelled the length of the country and were played by the other harpers. So this is a verse of Miss Hamilton, very nice little lullaby. And then another tune by Tom Conlon from Clonmachan, South Sligo. This is Celia Canallan. And I'll finish with the well-known... I played for many years with Tony McMahon, as did Irla. Tony McMahon, the great accordion player, God rest his soul. But the thing with folk guitarists and bouzouki players, you have to tune and introduce at the same time, you see. So it's, and Tony always used to say, speak and then tune, or tune and then speak. Don't do the two together. It's bad stagecraft. Yes, Tony. So Tony would, I can hear Tony's voice ringing in my ears as I try and tune and speak at the same time. So I'll tune. Pardon? Very exacting man. A very exacting man, says Early. A wonderful musician and a great encourager of the youth. So I'll finish then with the well-known Tordam de Love, written by Ruairí Dál O'Cahon from Limavady in Derry in 1603. Thanks. Mahagi, thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice job.
Thank you very much, Gur Mahagi. Thank you.
That's some treat, isn't it?
Give you time to get your breath back anyway.
So I'm exhausted, Jeannie Mac. Isn't that something?
That's okay.
Isn't that something?
Thank you. Well, thank you, sir.
And
You
I'm not
too,
sure if you know that Steve has, most of you know, I suppose, he has made a wonderful record of harp music. Have you aware of that? It's just a stunning piece of work. And if you haven't got it, just look up stevecooney.com and he's sent them all over the world. Not for free now, just saying. But it's a beautiful piece of work. I mean, it's easy to recommend it.
You're very good.
Very easy.
Good salesman for me now.
Excellent,
I have to be
excellent.
giving you a commission at this stage.
Oh, go for it.
You don't fancy the kidney pie, no?
Well, we've reached the end of the line tonight, I'm afraid. And I just want to thank you again, folks, for bearing with us. We had a late start, so I really, and the reason for that was we're just waiting for some people to come in, and I'm glad we did. And so thank you for your bearing with us on that. Thank you very much. And
Tushikal in this comes. Oh, yeah, Pinky.
Pinky, right? Everybody put your hands together for Pinky, who did sound for us tonight. A proud Tipperary man. I must tell them, when I moved to Kilkenny, somebody said to me, fellas that were building my house said, they weren't even Irish, they said, have you been to Carol's Bar? They were from Canada, and I said, no. It's great, you'd love it, lots of music. So I went down then, and they loved musicians. I was very lucky. The fellow who owned it, Bill Carroll, is one of my best friends. But now, I wouldn't want you to get the wrong idea. I didn't drink that much, but almost. But anyway, I kind of used to go in there and, where are you from? Cork. Well, at least you're not from Tipperary. Well, if I heard that once, I could actually hear that again tomorrow, if I went somewhere I hadn't been. The antipathy is unreal. So, but this man down here does not deserve that. He's fantastic. Give him another round of applause there. And I want to thank all of the organisers, Declan from Selective Memory and all his wonderful gang here. And there's a bunch of lovely fellas down there doing visuals tonight. Streaming, and give them a big round of applause as well. They're working very quietly there.
You might tell them the gig, they can see if they want to see the gig again, they'll be able to see it. And,
you will be able to see this again online, but I'm not sure when, but you can.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, is it?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, okay. Who knew? I'm glad you didn't say yesterday, because then I would have been really confused. It's tomorrow. Oh, I'll be glued to that now myself. No. Anyway, thank you so much, folks. You really are a lovely audience. And sometimes I wonder what the hell we're doing up here at all. It's a funny thing to be doing. But it's a pleasure for us to be here. I'm going to finish now. We'll finish now with another great bardic number. Right back to those times when the harp was commonplace, before the ascendancy of the uilleann pipes that replaced it largely. There were these bardic schools dotted across Ireland, many, many of them, and they functioned for over 1,000 years, 1,500 or so years. We know that for a fact. And one of the most famous bardic schools was down near the Meg River, by the Meg River, in fact, near Croom in Limerick. Oh. It's fair play. And actually, I think Steve rang me the other day, and if you're driving between Newcastle West and Adair, you'll likely have to drive over the Meg River. So next time you drive over the Meg River, just remember you're driving over more than 1,000 years of bardic endeavour and dreaming and all of that goes on. You can stay in a house not far from there in Kilmallock, I am reliably informed, called the Poet's Cottage. You can stay there because it's on Airbnb. And it was the final resting place of the gentleman who wrote this next song, Andreas McCrath, born in 1710 and died, I think, pretty much in penury in 1795. But he would have expected to arrive into his life fully fledged as a paid up member of the aristocratic bardic class. That was his expectation, because all of his ancestors had led such a life and were trained as he was himself. He went to the bardic school, but he fell foul of the good favour of the professor who ran the place, because he complained about the quality of the beer in the local tavern, not realising that the professor actually was the major shareholder in the same place. And upon his expulsion, he writes this beautiful poem called Slán Lemoy, Farewell to Meg, or the Meg River. And it's his greatest work, which is interesting, isn't it? His greatest work is also the work in which he suffers the most despair. And this is for all of you folks. Slán a bhaile liv agus cruv míle mágav. Salon escaped on Dave Shawem Kashma no grave, no graves, no gruach on the start the shade. Na ser, na snua, na non, na recht, no train gan ruer. O chon is broet mission, gan gan chwebs, gan chiste, gan salt, gan shot, gan sports, gan spiana. O shorg me chon so long da serir weg da dive da kleer da hegst da swa da ma de kleer gan chlen, gan chwen, gan choem, gan choen,
gan chris, gan chrwas. Agus o buchon is broed mishen. Gan ched, gan chwer, gan chweb, gan chiste. Gan seld, gan siod, gan sports, gan spiana. O siod me chon wegeni. Slán da néis, da béh wem, da goil, da gehel, da skefs, da snua, da monogele. Da gem, da guad, da brosk, da blehe, da mens, da mua. O buchon is broed mishen. Gan ched, gan chwer, gan chweb, gan chiste. Gan seld, gan siod, gan sports, gan spiana. O siod me chon mar is fan freme, mar is frech verfuar, sis talag tre, sis temach trua. Gur y môr yn tle, gan ein manwa. Im fort ach frech is gedwe. Buchon is broed mishen. Gan ched, gan chwer, gan chweb, gan chiste. Gan seld, gan siod, gan sports, gan spiana. O siolwg me chon wegenish. Come on.
Did I overdo it? Thank you, Brian. I'm sorry. very much. Thank you. Good meeting, Mahogany.